What is going on, guys? DeFastMarine38 here for you guys another video, and today I want to do a video basically just talking about World War II being out for a month now. As of yesterday, World War II has been out for a month total. It has been a lot of grinding for me personally. For my personal experience, I've been playing the game a ton, as you guys know. That's why that and a mixture of school and work and stuff like that has been why there hasn't been as many videos on the channel. But for the most part, I've been grinding the heck out of World War II. Currently, as you guys are watching this video, I think I'm around like 6th prestige. Actually, I can look really quick while I'm on here. I am currently 6th prestige level 45. So I've been playing a lot. I've been working really hard to get the chrome camo or the dark matter camo actually in this game, which I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. But yeah, like I said, I've been playing the game a ton. I've been overall for the most part liking it. I'm going to get into some of the good, the bad, and the meh things that I kind of came up with from other people as well as myself. Just kind of letting you guys know what I think of the game being out so far. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Talking about the good first, since I have a lot more bad things to talk about the game than I do have good. Just kind of starting off, obviously it's a fun new game. It's a brand new Call of Duty after 3 years or whatever being with not having boots on the ground, coming back to just the standard Call of Duty, what Call of Duty has always been leading up until Advanced Warfare. It is kind of cool to actually go back and feel like you're playing an old Call of Duty and obviously have it this year like a brand new COD. So anyway, that has been one of the awesome things. Just playing a new COD like every year for me personally has just been super awesome. So of course I'm enjoying the game because of that. Another thing I really like is the loot and stuff in this game. The past Call of Duties since supply drops have gotten really big into Call of Duty this year so far. At least we don't know that this could change obviously, but so far the loot has just been cosmetic things. It hasn't been anything that is going to ruin the game, like kind of like in Star Wars Battlefront 2. I've heard that there's just been a huge thing with pay to win and everything like that. So that's one good thing that I really like so far about this year's Call of Duty. Again, this is subject to change. You guys know Activision's happened before, but so far this year there has just been cosmetic items when you do get supply drops. But they did obviously add the feature I think a couple weeks ago where you could actually buy supply drops. So if you really want to get cosmetic items, you can do that. It's not really a pay to win. It's kind of more if you don't play the game as much and you want to get more supply drops, you're able to do that. Now me personally, I haven't like used any supply drops in a minute, so I have like around 115 saved up, which I'm going to be doing opening I think as of tomorrow as you guys are watching this video. I'm pretty sure, not 100%, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. But yeah, so it's not hard to save up supply drops. I wish I should have timed it as to when I stopped opening them to now, just to see how long it took me to save that many up. But I think it's approximately been like a prestige or two or something like that. So anyway, yeah, I really do like how they have cosmetic loots. And then my other I guess good thing about the game is that it's really fun when it actually works. With the past few updates or so, when you're playing with friends, you don't like get these black screens and different things where you guys have to like invite each other after the match. That happened a ton, and it was just one of the most annoying things about the game. But when it actually works, it's really fun. Especially recently, it's been getting better with the servers and playing in parties and things like that. So that's one of the things I really like so far. But as of good things, I guess that's kind of where it ends for me personally. I do have a lot of bad things I'm going to talk about, and before I actually get into that, I want to let you guys know as well. You guys can comment down below. I really want you guys to comment and let me know what you guys think of the game so far. Even if it's like a long comment or whatever, I'm going to read all of them, and I'm really curious to see what you guys think of the game so far. If you guys are like big Call of Duty fans, or maybe you just picked it up just to try your first Call of Duty or anything like that, anything, leave it in the comment section below so I can read it. I'd be really interested. So without further ado, let's get into the bad. These are in no particular order, but these are what I came up with and what I found from other people and myself of different things that either were like just bad about the game or that people didn't like. So starting off, we have the servers. So if you guys did end up getting the game at midnight, whether it was physical or you preloaded it and played the digital version right at midnight, you guys know that the servers just absolutely took a crap when everybody got on. Obviously they knew, like my biggest gripe about this was not like, obviously the servers, it's bound to happen. There's so many people trying to get on, but like they knew how like hyped up this game was going to be. I figured that the servers would be in prime condition, especially after having the beta and seeing how positive the beta was taken by the community. So I didn't really expect this to happen. Like I knew it's possible, like it was in the back of my mind, like this could happen. The servers may not work, but it was just absolutely terrible. And I did stay up like the whole time. I think it took around about 3 hours for them to actually get it working and sort of able to play. Obviously still a lot of bugs. That was about a month ago now. Now being today, there's been a lot of updates. It's fixed most of the stuff. Haven't had really any server issues, but that was one of the things at the start of the game that just kind of set the vibe for the game. Just not having the ability to play right at the launch of the game was kind of sucks, but I mean it is what it is. You couldn't really do anything about it. They were working as hard as they could, or they said they were, to try to get them up, and they obviously eventually did. So yeah. Oh, the bar. You guys know, if you guys play the game, the bar is still one of the most overpowered weapons in the game. It's been toned down a decent amount now. I still feel like it's still very, very good. I still feel like it overpowers any other AR if you're looking to use one of them. It's just so good. Like, you guys know, at the start of the game, it was just such a like filthy weapon to use. Like, you could literally two-tap people just left and right, just melt people. You could out-melt subs, snipers, literally anything. It was so freaking good. They've updated it. They've put out a couple updates. I think the first one kind of nerfed it a little bit in the past update that they did, I think a couple days ago or so. Increased the recoil and made it bounce a little bit more, so it's a little bit harder to control, but the damage is still so good on it that if you put like high caliber grip and like any other thing, advanced rifling like that, it literally just makes it still super good. So I still feel like the bar is OP. Again, that's gonna happen in CODs. I wish Sledgehammer kind of worked on making guns more balanced, especially after the beta. They should have kind of gave a more variety of guns in the beta. I think they did have a lot, but still, it kind of sucks to see like the Thompson and the Type 100 that were really good in the beta kind of just get absolutely nerfed coming into the actual game. I wish the subs were a little bit better, which we're going to talk more here about in a second. But yeah, the bar is just still such a good weapon. I really, really hope that they just do something with it. I honestly would not care if they just absolutely destroyed it and made it like unusable, just because I'm so sick of using it. My first like 2 or 3 prestiges literally were all barred just because people were using it and I couldn't use any other gun because the bar just melted so fast that I had to use the bar to actually keep up and kill them. So yeah, that's one of the things I really, really want to see changed. Now, this is a huge thing that I personally, after playing the game for, I'm looking at my time played right now. I actually have 5 days exactly played right now. I just hit 5 days played here on World War II, and I'm, again, 6 prestige level 45. This is one of the things that I've seen come up a lot. Like, a lot of people were ticked about when the game first came out, and I can just attest to this now just after playing the game so much, that only having 9 maps, not including the war map, right? Is it including the war map? I don't know. Anyway, having 9 maps at launch was just not enough. I really do feel like that I'm playing the same like 4 or 5 maps over and over again. I feel like I haven't touched like a couple maps since like the start of the game. They need to either do something with the actual system itself of when it picks maps or things like that, because I really don't like playing the same maps over and over. For the most part, out of all the maps on the game, I don't really like many of them. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if I have to play them, I have to play them, but I just honestly, like some of the other games, some of the other Call of Duties, I absolutely love certain maps, but this game, I just have not found that map yet. Arden's Forest has been one of my favorite, I guess, sort of. It's still like not like one of the maps that like sticks out to me and is like my favorite, one of my top favorite maps of all Call of Duties, but I can stand playing on it. I do fairly decent on it usually, of course. But yeah, I feel like this game it's just lacking maps. If they came out with around 13, 14 maps or so, even 12 would have been fine. But it just I don't know if it was because of the war maps, because the war maps and game modes and stuff were so hard to just like make a whole map because it has to dedicate to that certain game mode. I don't know if that's the reason why there was less maps. I don't know. I really wish there was more like standard multiplayer maps, though. It does kind of, again, feel like you're playing the same maps again. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you, probably like 95% of you, are going to say the same exact thing. It is really annoying, especially trying to grind the game and try to get all these camos or level up or do anything like that. It really does feel like you're playing the same maps over and over. Gun inconsistency. Now, I've experienced this myself. I'm not sure about you guys. I'm sure, again, you guys probably have as well. But one of the things that bothers me a lot is that sometimes I will go into a game, say, for example, I'm using the STG. Even though the STG is fairly good overall, I feel like some games I will go into it, use it, and it'll like absolutely melt. It'll be a really good gun. And then some games I'll go into another lobby and it will just absolutely take forever to kill, and I'll just get outgunned by absolutely everything. So I don't know if this has something to do with server-based. I don't know if this has something to do with the guns. I don't know, but it's so annoying. I'm sure you guys have experienced it as well, but that is one of the things that I just griped about so hard, just because it's so annoying, especially when I'm trying to like use a certain gun, because I've been going for the chrome camo or the dark matter camo. So I'll be using like the same gun over and over, even if I have to back out to invite somebody else or just switch lobbies or things like that. I'll be using the gun. I was like, dang, this gun's actually really good. And then I'll go into another lobby and it just sucks. So I don't know. Again, I don't know the technical side of the game. I'm not sure what determines that, I guess. I don't know, but it's just something I've experienced personally myself, and it's really annoying when you're, again, trying to grind like certain guns or just use a gun that you really like, and then one game it's melting and one game it's not. That is, of course, not including the bar and like the PPSH. Those are fairly good overall, or the bar especially. So but I just feel like some of the other guns, it's so annoying when it happens. You try to use it and it just takes forever to kill, but then you switch lobbies and you're like, oh dang, this gun's actually really good. So that's one of the things I'd really like them to check into, to try to see if there's anything they can really do about it, or if it's more just server based, or what the deal is with that. Relating to the guns, I feel like this game, now you guys, again, please leave your comments down below. I really am curious to see what you guys think, but I feel like this game is more of an AR dominated game. It's really hard to use other guns. Now, snipers are kind of an exception, I guess. Those things, you know, obviously are supposed to be like one-hit kills, so if people are camping or whatever the deal is, they're getting one-shot kills, that's kind of fine. But I still feel like out of like the submachine guns, the ARs, especially because those are the most popular categories of guns, like the ARs just absolutely dominate them. Like the PPSH is the only one that sometimes will put up a fight, but I feel like all the other submachine guns are just not as good, and it sucks because I like the variety. Black Ops 3 especially, like for example, like I feel like there was some submachine guns that were good, there were some ARs that were good that you could actually use and rotate out, but this game I feel like you almost have to have an AR on, especially the bar or STG or things like that, to where like the range is more dominated. I feel like when you try to use a sub, like it just feels like you're shooting pellets. Like I don't know, I'm sure you guys can relate to that as well, but I don't know, I feel like this game is just more AR dominated. I really like them to buff the subs. The LMGs, of course, are their own thing. They're good, but there's a time and a place for them as well. It's really hard to run a gun with them, especially just, I've had first experience. I actually do have them diamond now, but when I was going for them each gold, I noticed one of the things was that they are just absolutely, it's so hard to actually run around with them and actually kill people up close, or when they're like running around you or behind you, hard to turn on them just because they move so slow, which obviously that's fine. It's an LMG. It's basically used more for holding down a position. If you're trying to hold down B, you sit on a head glitch, or you lay down, you mount up your bipod, and you just wait for people to come around the corner. I feel like that's really the only use for them, which sucks. I mean, if you like playing that playstyle, I guess that's good for you, but that was just one of the gripes I really had about that. The MG42 and the Lewis were like the only ones that I could kind of use them like ARs and kind of run and gun more, but the other two were just absolutely so hard to use and run and gun with. So again, I just feel like the game is more of an AR dominated game. The ARs can do the sub role, the AR role, almost the sniper role. So I just feel like they should definitely change that, maybe bust some other guns. I wouldn't say nerf the ARs, but definitely bring up some of the other guns so they can compete with them as well. Oh, the V2 rocket. I have a love-hate relationship with the V2 rocket in this game. If you guys don't know what that is, basically once you get all your divisions prestige at least one time, you are able to actually get the V2 rocket, which is the 25 gun kill streak that you can get from only getting gun kill streaks. It does not count if you get kill streak kills. I actually just recently, like as of recording this, I got one yesterday, finally, after like getting killed like probably 5 or 6 times, like being like 2 or 3 kills off, which was, I guess, kind of rewarding. The only bad thing is, why I have it in the bad category of this, is that I feel like they did it very wrong. Now, the kill streak is cool itself. It does kind of like what you guys have seen in past Call of Duties. I'm going to upload a video on that, or I'm going to upload the actual gameplay of me getting it as well so you guys can see it. But the animation's cool. Like, it does the exploding thing. You can see your name kill everybody in the kill feed with the rocket. It's cool. It has a little countdown timer, but there's like some things wrong with it. Like after you get the kill streak, that's it. You get the kill streak, you get the kills, and that's it. You don't get anything special. You don't get like a special calling card, a special emblem, like a special like anything. You don't get anything for getting it except the kills, which I thought was kind of unfortunate. Like it kind of made me not even want to get it. I think the only reason I really got one yesterday is just because I was in a crappy lobby and I was just absolutely killing everybody, so I just ended up getting one, and I was excited about it, of course. But yeah, I feel like they could have did so much things different with this. I mean, obviously they could always update it and change different things. I really wish one thing too, I mean, it's kind of pointless, but it's one of those things that like you're so used to it in other Call of Duties, like when you call in a nuke, when you actually call in a V2 rocket in this game, if you guys actually listen to the sounds, there's actually like no sound. Like there's a tad like little like ticking sound, but there's like no like beep beep. Like if you guys remember from like especially Modern Warfare Warfare 2, like when you call it in and everybody sees that timer on their screen, like in the middle of their screen, like counting down, and the whole map just slowly blows up. Like I really wish they did something more cool with this streak in there, so it's a little bit more rewarding, maybe a louder timer, maybe more in the middle of the screen. It's just like this little white text that just kind of hangs out on the left side of the screen, I think above the kill feed. So I really wish they would do something different with that, because that's honestly hard to get. Like a 25 gun kill streak is a lot harder than a 25 like kill streak and gun kills combined, or anything like that. So I really hope that they update this V2 rocket to actually make it more rewarding. Of course, adding like a title or an emblem, like an animated title, would be so cool, that you could actually advertise to show that you actually got a V2 rocket. So that's just my opinion on that. I thought that it definitely needs updating. It is cool, obviously, nonetheless, being able to kill everybody on the other team. I'm very rewarding getting, but I feel like they could definitely change a lot of things to it. Another thing that I've experienced firsthand is the slow leveling. Now you guys know Michael Condrey tweeted out about this I think like a week or two ago when they did the update to fix this, but he was saying how like ever since the start of the game came out, double XP technically was on, like it wasn't the amount of XP that they wanted you to get each game when the actual game came out. So they ended up basically they're saying that they left double XP on for like 2 weeks, and then when it was double XP weekend, it was actually 3 times XP, apparently, according to them, which I still felt like I was still leveling up very, very slow, but now it's back to just the standard leveling up, and I feel like the leveling up is just so slow in this game. Like, again, I have 5 days played, and I'm only 6 prestige, and I did obviously grind a lot when the double XP or whatever was on, so that kind of helped with that, but I feel like it just takes forever to level up in this game, and there's 10 prestiges, and it takes, you can go up to level 1000 once you do hit Prestige Master. So I feel like, I don't know, it just, to me personally, it just feels like it's very slow leveling. Another person that I saw on Reddit said the same thing, that they've been playing the game a lot, and it feels like they're just not leveling up fast. So again, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about that. Talking about Dark Matter, you guys know that Dark Matter is a camo. I think they released it, or there's sort of like a thing kind of like it in AW, but the main Dark Matter camo that we're used to seeing is from Black Ops 3, where once you got all the guns gold in a category, you would get the diamond camo, and then once you got all categories diamond, you would basically get this really cool animated like purple swirl camo. You guys have seen it. You will get the Dark Matter camo on all your guns, and you can rep it, and people know that you're tryhard or whatever you want to call it at the game. You guys play a lot. You guys know what you're doing. You've used all the guns in the game. Basically, it was like this cool camo that just represented that, and it's something that I really liked. I personally got it. I think I had like a video on my channel of me getting it live. I think the shovel, or not the shovel, what was it? The knife or whatever was the last thing I had to get, and I was just freaking out that I finally got it. You get a lot of XP, obviously, getting all the guns gold. So it's just something that it's kind of worth playing the game for. That's kind of what I'm playing World War II for right now, even though the camo isn't that cool, which again I'm going to talk about in a second. But yeah, basically Dark Matter is this camo that got super popular in Black Ops 3, so they've been kind of doing, I think there was one for Infinite Warfare last year. I didn't go for it just because I didn't play the game enough, but this year I was wondering what kind of camo is it going to be for World War II, and we see that, or if you guys have seen any videos or pictures, basically it's this chrome camo that has like this, like, I don't even know how to, like, reflective like tint to it or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really seen it in game yet. I personally haven't seen anybody that has it or picked the gun up or anything like that. I've kind of just seen it in pictures, and it looks cool. For me personally, I mean, it's just one of those things that I was going to go for it regardless whether what it looked like. It just gives me something to play the game for. That's kind of what I'm playing the game for, just to get all the guns gold and things like that. You get a bunch of XP, of course, so I'm just leveling up on the way, and I figured why not? Might as well go for it, even though it doesn't look as cool. So my gripe with that is that I think that they should update the camo, whether they keep it like a chrome feel or they update it to something cooler. I'd really like to see something animated so that when you actually have that gun on, especially in headquarters, that you since your guy actually has your gun on his back or whatever class you set to as your headquarters class, your gun will be on your back, and you can see the camo and everything like that. And it'd be so sick just to have an animated camo, just so when you're walking around headquarters, people know that you got that specific camo for getting all the guns in the game gold. So I don't know, I feel like it just should be updated for the amount of time and effort that it takes. I personally, as of right now, have the submachine guns diamond, the snipers diamond, the LMGs diamond, and I'm working on the rifles. I think I have 3 of them diamond. I think I have 3 more left, I believe. I have the 3 semi-automatic rifles, then I have the 3 pistols and the 2 launchers. So I'm getting there. It's still taking me a while, but I really hope that they update this camo by time I actually get it to something a little bit cooler, or just make the current one look a little bit better, at least since it takes so long to actually get. thank you guys for, if you guys are still watching this video. I know this is a very long video, but I really wanted to just talk about the game just in general because I'm a huge Call of Duty fan. I want to make Call of Duty content for you guys. So if you guys are still here, thank you guys so much for watching. We're almost towards the end, but now I want to talk about grenades. Grenades, you guys know, in this game are just so freaking annoying. I swear, like, especially playing objective game modes like Domination and Hardpoint, where a lot of people just chuck grenades at the objectives if they see that like the enemy's capturing or things like that. I mean, I do it myself, obviously. I have to, just because like everybody else is doing it as well, and it's just so annoying that how powerful the grenades are. I don't know if it's just the boots on the ground that are making them more powerful, because I feel like the Modern Warfare Remastered grenades are just super good as well, and I didn't really have a problem with grenades in Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, or Infinite Warfare, and I don't know if it's because the jetpacks or something, but I feel like the grenades in this game are just so freaking good, and it's so annoying, especially if you're on an objective. You don't really have too much time to get away from them, which, I mean, it doesn't really affect it, because obviously people can cook like frag grenades and things like that, but I feel like they're just so powerful. Like, the range that actually kills when you throw a grenade is just absolutely insane. So if they could tone that down, I would really appreciate it, or if they could make the armored class actually better and actually be able to take more grenade damage, it would definitely make that class a lot more, or sorry, division, it would make that division a lot more better to use, I guess, for lack of words. But I really hope they update that. The grenades are so annoying in this game. I'm sure you guys think the same thing. And then finally, guys, thank you again if you guys are still watching this. I really do appreciate it. But the thing that actually just came out the other day is ranked play. This is my last gripe with this game. I'm sure there's a lot more. Again, please let me know in the comment section below, good or bad, what you guys think of the game, if there's certain things that I didn't cover, or if you guys want to just talk about things that I did cover and give you guys opinions. I'd really appreciate it, so leave those in the comment section below. But ranked play came out. Before it came out, about a week before it came out, actually, I was just looking forward to playing it so much. Obviously, I'm still going to grind pubs. I'm still going for Prestige Master and the Chrome Camo, but I was really excited to actually play some ranked play and be able to play 4v4 competitive with my friends. So I was like, oh, JP, Biker, whatever, get ready to play. We're about to just wreck everybody on ranked play when it comes out. And the night that before it actually came out, I think Charlie Intel or somebody, I think it was Michael Condrey, maybe tweeted out something where basically they said that you're not going to be able to play with a party in season 1 or until late season 1 for the actual like league, or what do they call it? I think it's like I think that's what they call it, like the pro league thing or whatever. And they said that it's not going to be available until either late season 1 or until season 2. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? And it basically has something to do with just the ranking system, where when you get ranked, because I guess they're saying basically that they don't want you to go into a group or go with a group of 4 and just absolutely obliterate everybody, win 10 games in a row, and get ranked in platinum or diamond or whatever the top is, or masters, I think it's called. But I don't understand that, honestly. I really don't. That was what, like, when I saw that, I was like, are you serious right now, Michael Condrey? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't know what they were trying to achieve there. I feel like they could have did it a lot of different ways. One of the ways that I was suggesting is that if you do want to play with a group of 4 and you still want to get ranked, that it would rank you or match you up with another group of 4, so that was more fair. So a group of 4 is not just going up against a group of solos or just anything. Like, just give us the option to be able to play in a party. And as of right now, you still cannot play in a group or a party in ranked play. Like, I thought maybe after that, or if you guys are going with like 4 players or whatever, 2, whatever the number is, if both players or all players that you guys are playing with do have like all their ranking matches done, then maybe you could play in like a group. But still, no, you cannot play no matter what. You have to queue up solo and just play with randoms. And every time, I don't know about you guys, for me personally, when I was playing, I think my record when I was doing my ranking matches, I think I went 6-4, and I was just getting, like, the 4 losses were just terrible. People were leaving the game. They were randoms. They didn't know how to use their thumbs. They were just not playing the objective. Like, they weren't communicating even on the in-game mic. I did have a couple games where people were really communicative, which was really good. I did actually win those games, surprisingly, because communication is kind of key in ranked. But yeah, it was just a terrible experience, and I really want them to add the parties. I know a lot of you guys do as well. Everybody that I talked to before ranked play came out was really excited to play it, and now they're trying to play it and just getting so tired of playing with randoms and things like that. So that's something that they really need to change. Hopefully, maybe soon. I don't know. Maybe with all the community feedback, maybe that's something that they'll change soon. I'm not really sure. I'm hoping so. I'm really hoping so. We'll have to see. But the last thing, guys, again, thank you for staying and watching the whole video if you guys did. The last thing I want to talk about is the meh category, like the good, bad, it's sort of in between. And the only thing that I really have in that category right now is the war game mode. So this is one of the things that they advertised for when the game, obviously, like way back when the game was not even released yet, they were advertising this war game mode that was going to be something new, innovative, kind of like, it kind of reminded me of Overwatch almost, but just like this cool game mode that hasn't been in Call of Duty before, but have like something cool and interactive to do. And I don't know, for me personally, I played it. That's probably my second most played game mode. I've literally only played like Domination really, just because that's my favorite game mode. That's literally all I play. But War is sort of fun. Like I enjoy it sometimes, and then other times I was just like, no, this isn't fun. Like I can only play War for like 1, maybe 2 games, and that's it. And I got to go back to playing Domination or whatever it is. And I feel like they could have did some different things with War. Now obviously we're gonna see, I think they did say that they're gonna add a DLC, or there's gonna be a War map DLC in every map pack, I believe. So there's gonna be 3 multiplayer maps and then 1 War map, which honestly I'd almost rather have just 4 regular multiplayer maps and just keep the War maps as they are. I feel like it's almost more important at this point, since they only had like 9 regular multiplayer maps in the game from the start. I feel like they should almost just add all 4 multiplayer maps instead, but it is what it is. I guess that's kind of my opinion on War. I don't know, it's iffy for me. I don't know, I'm sure a bunch of you guys like it. I know a bunch of people that love playing it as well. But yeah, I don't know guys, that's gonna do it I think for the video. I know that was probably super long. If you guys did watch the whole thing, I really do appreciate it. Again, I think I'm gonna be doing a supply drop opening video tomorrow around 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon, hopefully. So if you guys are interested in coming to see that, please do. I'm gonna have 115 supply drops to open. I've just saved them all up. I have not spent any money on them, but I've just been saving them up throughout the prestiges. So again, that's gonna do it for the video, guys. I talked for a super long time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to hit that like button, be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm DavisMarine38, and I'm out.
You don't know, well, why I do these things and I don't know, just trying to